The following are the same steps no matter if you're using any one of the black or silver line masters from Balluff. So I've opened up the Productivity Suite software. I'll start a new project. I'll select the PLC and the chassis size, and I'll go directly to the hardware configuration. Currently, I do not have the EDS file loaded, so we'll do that. I'll go to Ethernet IP. I'll go to Import EDS file. I'll find the EDS file for the master that I want. I'll select that, and now the master's EDS file is now loaded. Now, to set up the master, I'll simply click on the version number, and it'll add the master to start setting up. So I need a device name, so we'll just call it IOL master. And I have a target IP address that we'll set for it. And then you can choose whether you want byte swap or not. And then there are some other tags that you may or may not want to create. I suggest if you want to create the tags to create by using a structure. So I'll just call it IOL master structure. We'll abbreviate there. And so it'll create tags with this tag name and then dot TCP connected, dot adapter name, etc. So just a way that you can create the tags and make only one tag, and everything else will be under a structure. So once I have this, I'm going to click on the green plus sign, and I'm going to set this up as a standard 32 byte in, 32 byte out master. So we'll choose add exclusive owner 32 byte. And this will open up this other menu. You'll notice that some other tag structures are coming in, so I will be using this message 1 enabled, so that will be under that tag name dot this. So I'll come down here to input, and I'll usually go to unicast. I'll probably drop the RPI a little bit faster, and then what I'll do is I will create a tag here to hold the array of input data for the master. So I'll just type in a tag name, and then I'll just click inside the number of elements, and this will open up this new window, and I will choose 8-bit unsigned one-dimensional array, and I'll set that for 392. Click OK there. You'll notice the 392 populated here. I'll go to the output tab. I'll change the RPI to something a little bit faster, and I will make a tag to hold the output data for the master. And again, I'll just type in the tag name, click in the number of elements, same thing. I'll click in here, go to 8-bit unsigned one-dimensional array, make that 262, and click OK, verifying that the 262 will populate there. Then I'll come to the configuration tab. So on the pin 4s, your choices are, do you want pin 4 to be a standard I/O point, or do you want it as I/O link? And then on pin 2, do you want that as standard I/O, or do you want it as a power pin, meaning that the pin 2 will be a hot 24 as long as UA power is present to the master. So you're going to go through and make those choices, turn on which pin 4s you want based on the port number, and if you want that pin 2 to be just I/O or a power pin. If I scroll down a little bit further, each port will have some other possible selections. You can change the cycle time, validation type. You can decide whether you want to choose to verify that the correct part is there, the correct IO link device is there, and this is where your backup and restore functionality are as well. If I widen this out enough, you'll see the backup and restore. So go in there and make those changes if you need to, and if you use any of those options, you will need to add the vendor ID and the device ID for the device that you've connected. So once I have all of that, I usually will select monitor. So just want to make sure that all the tag names will be saved. I'll choose yes. This will ask me if I'm okay with the RPI that I've set. I'll check yes. Again, RPI on the output side, I'll click yes. This screen is going to ask me if I want to create all of those tags and tag structures. I'm going to click OK. And since I clicked monitor, it's going to want me to create a unique data view, and you'll find over here under monitor and debug a data view. So I'll have a unique data view tab with all of these tags that are created from this IO-Link master setup. So I'll click OK there. Finally click OK here. It'll again ask me about the RPIs again. And now I've created the master. So you'll see it here. I can open up these properties again, and I can look through the tabs and see my changes. After that, a couple other things just to note. In the data view, you'll see that it created this IOL master. So here are all the tags and the structures, and here are those two arrays to hold the input and output data of the master. And lastly, when I created the master, there was this enable, and it's going to be IOL master structure .msg1 enabled. This bit must be on or high to turn on the Ethernet IP or the SIP connection between the Automation Direct PLC and the master. So the last thing I'll show you here is that I would suggest at least putting in a unconditional rung. I'll put an output coil there, and I will find that tag IOL master message 1 enable. And this way, when this will automatically turn on that SIP connection between the IO-Link master and the Automation Direct PLC. So once that's done, all the correct lights will come on your master. And again, if you want to view your incoming and outgoing data, here is your 392 byte array of your inputs, and here is your 262 byte array of your outputs. And that's all it takes to set up a black or silver line master within the Automation Direct Productivity Suite software. Thank you.